Hey guys, thanks for coming back. So I am working on a cute little block, and all jokes aside, I am having fun with it. I did start to pull my hair out a little tiny bit though when I realized that I made a mistake with reading the instructions. And the way this book works is that if you're going to be cutting out a half square rectangle, the directions will say, cut how many number you need. The thing is, if you're going to need the mirror image, it will tell you to cut number 17 right. If it just says cut number 17, then you just need one, or you just need one side. And I had to, by trial and error, get that into my head that that's the way the rules of the book are. It's just like that for all the patterns. So now I know that. And so, yes, I did wind up with half of the things that I cut out I will not be able to use for this block. And oh well, it's not the end of the world. And I do have more of the fabrics that I use, so it'll be okay. But other than that, it was fun working through to see how the layout was going to come out with the pattern with the fabrics that I chose, because when you're picking your colors, if you don't pick something really close to what the illustration is, it's not going to look the same, and it is a little bit of a mystery. It's a surprise. So as much as I really like this block, it is interesting, it's fun, it's very pretty. Um, it looks easier than it actually is. It's not that easy. The cutting is easy because you can cut 4 at a time, or if you're comfortable, you can even cut as many as 6 or 8 at a time with a new sharp blade. Um, and with the right fabric, you can easily do that. So when I started this project today to try to make it as much fun as I possibly could, because I knew I was going to have a little frustration with um, figuring out anytime a block has a lot of half square rectangles in it can be a little challenging, and I've learned that. But just to make everything a little more fun and to make sure I enjoy it more, I did go through the paces of changing the needle on my machine and changing out the blade in my rotary cutter. So I have a brand new blade in there, and wow, does that make a difference. If you've been using the same blade for a while, even if you're not having to really struggle and push hard, once you put that fresh, sharp blade in there, man, what a difference it makes in the whole overall experience, if you're doing a lot of cutting, especially. So that was something I made sure I did. And got my seat at just the right height, and got my big old drink of water, got myself as prepared as I could be to enjoy it. And I still got a little frustrated and a little bit hangry. But truth be told, it was really fun, and I'm really enjoying it. So tomorrow I will cut out more of those half square rectangles, and I will finish the block. And as much as I really like it, I won't be including that in the sew along. So it did not make the cut, pun intended. It did not make the cut for quilt blocks that I would like to have be appealing to people who are confident beginners. And I realize that some people just believe that because they're very accomplished and because they are intuitive and intelligent and capable, they believe that they can start with a more complicated project. And I know that for some people they really can, and it's not a no, it's not a done deal. They can do something that's a little more challenging, and they're fine with it. I guess it's just that having been through the frustration and disappointment of having something, a quilt pattern, be a little too much for me and wind up wasting fabric, and time. That's why what motivates me to caution people. But certainly, since it is your sewing room and your time, you can do, whatever you like, whatever you think is going to be fun for you. So, just with that little bit of caution, I hope you will join me. I will try to make it an intermediate to or a confident beginner group of blocks, and it's not going to be large, and it will be a once a month block of the month, so that even someone with really limited time, if you've got four little kids running around, or because I had four little children running around, and there was no way I could do any sewing back then. So it's for people who just have a limited time but would like to slowly work on something and come up with a quilt that they can be proud of. So I hope you'll join me. The auditions continue. See you next time. Bye.